Hello everyone, Marin here, your coach of the Fire Crown Dallas, and welcome back to MCA Week 4. This week we're facing off against NotAtAll Coach of the Phoenix Furrets, with their team of Spectre, Urshifu Single Strike, Iron Treads, Ogre Palm, which can only Terra into grass, even though it's only Terra, Hatterene, Town Flame that can terrestrialize anything, Quillfish, Vikavolt, and Chansey. So I'm gonna be real with you here. I just don't see, from my perspective, I just don't see, he could bring, I think Chansey is definitely a good thing to bring here. I don't really see Hat coming. I know Hat is good for, Meow and stuff, but, you have Quillfish, Vikavolt, Town Flame. You have ways to deal with Meowths and Salamence outside of bringing Hat. Plays weak to Moth and stuff, So, anyways, without further ado, let's get into the team for this week. First off, leading off, we have Yalan the Meowscarada, Choice Scarf, Protean, 98 HP, max attack for defense, 154 speed with Jolly Nature, with Flower Trick, Knockoff, Play Rough, and U-Turn. This lets us outspeed a Scarf. This lets us outspeed Ogre Pond after it Terra Grasses, after it gains in body aspect. Flower Trick, Knock, Play Rough, and U-Turn. Flower Trick and Knock are just always amazing to have. Play Rough for Moon. Not Moon, but, Urshifu, U-Turn, pivot out. Next up, we have Farzan, the Iron Moth, with Booster Energy. Quark Drive, Terra Fairy. 124 defense. 132 special attack, max speed with Timid Nature to get plus boosters to get plus speed and speed tie with Embody Aspect Ogre Pond with Fiery Dance, Discharge, Sludge Wave, and D-Gleam. Terra Fairies to deal with Urshifu Single being a problem. Next up, we have Xiao Salamence with Lumberry, Intimidate, 18 HP, max attack for defense, 234 speed with Jolly Nature, with Iron Head, Earthquake, Dragon Claw, and Dragon Dance. Terra Fairy to once again deal with Urshifu Dark. Urshifu Single, Next up, we have Day of the Dawn Fan with Lefty, Sturdy, max HP for attack, max defense with Impish Nature, with Earthquake, Knockoff, Rapid Spin, and Stealth Rock. Dawn Fan's here to take hits from Urshifu, Treads, Talon, and then either Earthquake them, knock off the items to limit his damage potential, Rapid Spin to remove hazards, to remove spikes from Quillfish, Bez from Vika, rocks from his own Tread, and also to spin away our own rocks that we end up setting on ourselves if he brings in Hatterene when I do click rocks with Deo. Second to last, we have Kamisato Ayato, the Empoleon with Leftovers, competitive. Competitive is just mainly here for, if he gets drops with stuff like Psychic, he drops our stats, stuff like Shadow Ball, Psychic, Mystical Fire, etc. With max HP, force def, max special defense, and a calm nature. With flip turn, ice beam, haze, and vacuum wave, Empoleon can take hits from Spec, Marin, and the likes, and can flip turn out for pivoting. Ice beam hits mainly everything he has. Haze to get rid of stat boosts on like Shifu, Spectre, Shifu thing. It can sit up for free on Empoleon, expecting a switch out. Shreds. Spec after it gets +1 potentially, depending on if we can kill it or not. And Vacuum Wave is for Shifu and Shreds to get chip on them when we need to sack Empoleon. Finally, we have Cyno, the Thunderous Therian, with choice specs, Volt Absorb, with 32 HP, max special attack, 224 speed with a 10 nature, with Volt Switch, Sludge Bomb, Focus Blast, and Thunderbolt. So without further ado, let's get into the match. So they bring Urshifu single, Spec, Treads, Talon, Ogre, and Hatterene. I lead off with Thundy, they lead off with a Talon, and then switch into Treads. I go Focus Blast, predicting that, which is 99%. Then switch out Treads Spectre, but I predict this and go straight into Salamence. They go for Shadow Ball, which is 79, as I go for Dragon Dance. I then go for Dragon Claw, bring Spec down to doing 96, bring Spec down to 4. They kill Salamence Shadow Ball. Go Shadow Ball. Grimney activates. I bring out Empoleon, Kamisado Ayato to eat the Shadow Ball, doing 64. I flip turn out, killing the horse. And bring out Meowscarada. Then bring out Hatterene. I go for U-turn because Hatterene doesn't threaten me at all. Does 23. And bring back out Empoleon to eat the obvious fairy move. I go flip turn, and they're gonna switch, but they don't stay in. I go to Thundy as a baton pass out. And Ogre, they go for U-turn as I go for Sludge Bomb, I think. Yeah, I go for Sludge Bomb. They bring in Treads and switch out and go to Dawn Fan. They go for Ice Spinner, which is 23. And then set up rocks as they bring in Ogre to KO Treads on entry, unless they have Defog on Talon. And go sack Kamisado Ayato because I don't need him anymore because Spec's dead. They go for a cudgel. I bring out Cyno, who survives the cudgel, and go for Sludge Bomb, killing Ogre. Then bring out Talon as I go for Sludge Bomb in case the Talon went for a defog there as a U-turn out, killing me. And bring out Shifu. I then bring out Dawn Fan, and I go for Knockoff. Trying to get rid of Shifu item, but I get rid of hats, which is lefties. I then go for Earthquake, doing 35. They go for Draining Kiss, doing 31, and healing back up to 37. I heal for my leftovers. I go for Rapid Spin to try and outspeed something like Shifu or whatever. They go for Draining Kiss again. I go for Earthquake. They go for Psychic Noise. Bring him down to 3, and go for Earthquake again, and kill the hat. And go for Trailblazer Shifu, which brings them up to +1 speed. And bring out Meow, and go for Play Rough as they sack Treads to rocks. Play rough fails. They bring out Talon. I go to Moth, expecting them to be Gale Wings Brave Bird. They go for Brave Bird, does 50. No longer have Gale Wings attacked. I go for Discharge, does 73, paralyzes them. And they get parried. So here, if they didn't get parried, it was a roll on if Brave Bird killed or not from this range. Just like how it was a roll if Brave Bird even did half to me in the first place. So Para did kind of matter, but not really, because like I said, in this situation, Meow was just a scarf here, and Play Rough is going to kill Shifu. Even if Play Rough misses like once, I don't think Shifu can kill me in 2 hits when I'm resisting his moves. When Meow is resisting it. So yeah, I just want to explain that. I then go for Dazzling Gleam in case they try to switch in Shifu for whatever reason. I then go for Terra Fairy here and Dazzling Gleam again to pick up the KO on Shifu. And that wins the game. So GG's. So yeah, GG's to you. So yeah, GG's. Yeah, GG's not at all. It was a great game, really. And while I do feel bad about the Para on Talonflame, again, even if you didn't get paralyzed, it was still a roll that was decently in my favor to live. Because you already told me you had almost no attack investment in Talon. But yeah, GG's. We win week 4. We're now 2-2. -1. Going into week 5. And thank you once again to Blindfangs for helping with the thumbnail once again, and for the title, help me with the title of the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. And thank you all for watching. This is Marin, your coach.